be a quaba at the bar or Matthew. Send the latest news, any news about from Canada and the Brum. And the Brum nation, who cram memory officer like a comment. Obe subscribe and watch any notification bell on site to me about summer. Send a news about one tea on site to me account first. Within Eddie or being able to see China Casibo Abram. Now you go around this morning, so my gun moody just at the China, the same piano in semi personal Sewini so catch it. Send good news and I just say bad news. Send me a MPP and I just say NDC, just in semi personal Sewini so catching. I have 2024 election, Cassian, it will be a question. My gun, I share Papa, no so and so about to say, Ama, send the reaction is it's a Sewini so catch it. Will be a one who they say after 2024, no, or go to me, Tinipanas be so to Makusi when I catch it. Anyway, parties are phenomenal. No, be a one more Tino, Obia, Mamma, my chance, send me it me a question. I send me a person. You might put a reaction in semi personal Sewini and so catching my uncle, then put a reaction in send the city and so on.
Rather nicely. Okay, let's get back to Western region, I believe it was, where President John Dramani Mahama was speaking and touting his credentials. Here is the video.
I mean, him say, Omoti say, person mujina for NDC presidential AE. If I was sure that they can stand against MPP and win the election, and can be mentioned. But we can't take the risk because MPP Nipa Bako Omusro ewo NDC mo ene John Dramani Mahama. Ezu omuti midia omuntimi na. Enti omo asheda na omo nenam. Why don't you bring a fresh person? Why don't you bring a fresh person? Mo na mo be ka kire ni ayenye. Akwa say has ni kotoko ebebo na kotoko e ka kire has ni ponya omo captain any omo goalkeeper. It's none of your business. Na me ojidi say nyame e di tumi na mai.
All right, welcome back to the show, and it's now 29 minutes to the top of the hour, 10 o'clock. Our first story tonight is about what you just saw. President John Dramani Mahama has 1 month more to get re-elected as the NDC's flag bearer. Tonight, he's touting his credentials and saying that as far as the NDC is concerned, he doesn't find any viable candidate legible or electable other than himself. And therefore, he's telling the NDC faithful that he's the one to be renominated as the NDC candidate. Now, we want to interrogate what he said. So President Mahama said that he is the clear candidate for the NDC. That's certainly at variance with a report of the Economic Intelligence Unit. Here it is in 2022, 19th April. This was the EIU report. It says, NDC can win the 2024 elections only if Mahama is not the flag bearer. I don't know whether the EIU is right or wrong. Sometimes the EIU has been right, sometimes they have been wrong. But this is what they said. So that President Mahama saying that he's the best person to lead the NDC is not borne out, at least by the EIU research. We have not conducted any research to determine it, but we can mention the EIU research for our viewers so that we can give you the information left and right, and then you can interrogate it. That's our responsibility, isn't it? So here you are. EIU report said in 2022 that NDC can actually win the 2024 elections only, they gave a major condition, only if President Mahama is not the candidate. Tonight, President Mahama says he doesn't see any other person who is coming up to be the NDC flag bearer except him. He also says that the NPP is very afraid of him, and NPP is not afraid of anyone else in NDC, but they are afraid of him. There again, we will go and look at the data, because President Mahama and NDC are bedfellows in political competition. In 2012, they contested against each other, competed against each other. There was a result. In 2016, they competed against each other. Actually, same candidates. There was a result. And in 2020, there was a result. Now, we'll put out the results for you to make a determination whether the NPP should be afraid of President Mahama, or that what President Mahama is saying is not just fact check. Anyway, all right. So let's get on and see. Well, we are still waiting for data of their results, but let's shift to the other candidates that President Mahama is telling the NDC faithful not to vote for them. Before then, let's watch the video again. Let's watch President Mahama's video again. This is President Mahama speaking earlier today about his own credentials. Let's see it again, then I'll come to the touch screen.
I mean, him say, omoti say, person mujina for NDC presidential AE. If I was sure that they can stand against MPP and win the election, and come in minjina. But we can't take the risk because MPP nipa baako omusro ewo NDC mu ene John Dramani Mahama. Omo media omo ntimi na. Ain't you almost shut down no why don't you bring a fresh person? Why don't you bring a fresh person? Mona mubeka che ni ayenye. Akwa say has ni kotoko ebebo na kotoko e ka kire has ni ponya omo captain any omo goalkeeper. It's none of your business. Na me ojidi say nyame edi tumi na mai. Coming him say omoti say person mujina for NDC presidential AE. If I was sure that they can stand against MPP and win the election, and come in minjina. But we can't take the risk because MPP nipa baako omusro ewo NDC mu ene John Dramani Mahama. Omo media omo ntimi na. Ain't you almost shut down no why don't you bring a fresh person? Why don't you bring a fresh person? Mona mubeka che ni ayenye. Akwa say has ni kotoko ebebo na kotoko e ka kire has ni ponya omo captain any omo goalkeeper. It's none of your business.
All right, so you had President Mahama. He says that it's none of the MPP's business, and he's right. Now, President Mahama says that the MPP are afraid of him. So let's look at the data. All right, so President Mahama's engagements with the MPP as a flag bearer on top of the ticket was in 2012, and this is how he beautifully defeated the MPP in 2012. Here are the results. President Mahama got 5.5 million votes. Nana Akufo-Addo got 5.2 million votes. President Mahama 50.7. Which is about, after Rawlings, that seems to be about the highest vote that an NDC candidate has garnered in the first round. President Mahama gets 50.7%, MPP get 47.7% of the votes. This is the 2012 reflection of President Mahama's strength to that of the MPP. Let's move on and see what happened in 2016. In 2016, President Mahama actually was able to record the highest, biggest, and the most embarrassing defeat in the Fourth Republic. Now, this President Mahama says MPP are very afraid of him. He's too scared. They are too scared of him. So I'm showing you the record. In 2012, President Mahama defeated the MPP. Never mind, I won't talk about the courts because later tonight, I'll be telling you who will be the next Chief Justice. And in that story, the election petition one will come up. So I won't talk about it now. Stay for that, viewers. I'm going to tell you who would be the next Chief Justice. You saw.
Your channel besi, your channel nim kase obesi say, and na wasuma so den semi so aba bontia so me dey everyone say o man Ghana mu dey o man mu ayeshi papa ye upcoming election kese betuma koso wo ya 2024 no o so man Ghana mu dey say latest news and say semi koso na semi ni say o ka kire say nye good news na ye bad news dey say afi 2024 election kese betuma koso no parties afi nim na no MPP ni NDC say CPP mu na no dia bo no mo dey say obetumi edi nku na say yetuma man 2 million na say betuma be bo juma dey man Ghana ntino ya ba de sala man ni mu ayeshi papa obi a hwe nim say obebo no mo dey man say mo dey go to aso Ghana fuani ma bibia so yetuma kosu ya ne so no nsem so ba bontia me so me dey ebro ntino obetumi akọ comment section na akọ kire wadwen wo ye say reaction na say latest news so ba bontia obetumi akọ kire wadwen so comment section na nya bra so me tuma kan bo bia bo so ato ne yem aha e ya chromatic so me ma we fi so be like be comment Obe subscribe no wa share na notification bell no on site to me aboso ma se ne be ya news about bonti on site be to me aka no first me din e de obi game bo se chi bi na me ka se boy ebrem makram